The shocking case of O.J. Simpson. Few cases have captivated the world like the O.J. Simpson trial. Once a celebrated football star with fame stretching from sports to Hollywood, O.J. Simpson went from being admired by millions to being accused of one of the most shocking murders in American history. The trial, the drama, the media coverage, everything about it became a cultural event. It changed how the public viewed crime, celebrity influence, and the American justice system. During the 1990s, the case wasn't just a story on the news, it was something people debated in classrooms, workplaces, and living rooms around the world. Today, we'll take an in-depth look at the shocking case of O.J. Simpson, the events leading to his trial, and how the aftermath continues to fascinate people decades later. This wasn't just a trial, it was a moment that shaped modern media, public opinion, and the justice system in ways still felt today. O.J. Simpson, the rise to fame. Orenthal James Simpson, known as O.J., was born in 1947 in San Francisco. He grew up in a challenging environment, battling health issues and poverty. But by high school, his athletic talent became undeniable. His speed, strength, and charisma made him one of the most promising football players of his generation. He rose to national fame after winning the Heisman Trophy, becoming a star at the University of Southern California. Later, he entered the NFL Hall of Fame, breaking records and becoming a household name across America. Companies loved him. He became a spokesperson, an actor, and a symbol of success for many fans. O.J.'s television ads, movie appearances, and sports commentary work made him more than an athlete. He was a celebrity. People saw him as charming, friendly, and relatable. But behind the fame, there were signs of personal struggle, whispers of anger issues, problems in relationships, and allegations of domestic violence. These issues, overlooked by many at the time, would later become some of the most important elements in the case against him. The murders. On the night of June 12, 1994, Los Angeles police responded to a crime scene that would soon become the center of global attention. Nicole Brown Simpson, O.J.'s ex-wife, and her friend Ron Goldman were found murdered outside Nicole's home in Brentwood. The crime scene shocked investigators. Both victims had been brutally attacked, suggesting rage and personal motive. As detectives began piecing together the events, clues began pointing toward O.J. He had a documented history of domestic disputes with Nicole neighbors, reported arguments and previous police visits, a trail of blood leading from the scene connected to O.J.'s belongings. His behavior immediately after the murders appeared suspicious. The investigation moved quickly because of the evidence, but also because the media covered every moment, turning the case into a global story almost overnight. The world watched intensely as detectives questioned O.J., searched his property, and gathered forensic evidence that would become central to the trial. The arrest and the low-speed chase. Before O.J. could be formally taken into custody, he did something no one expected. Instead of surrendering to police, he fled, triggering one of the most famous car chases in history. On June 17, 1994, O.J. Simpson, driven by his friend Al Cowlings, rode in a white Ford Bronco along Los Angeles highways while police followed at low speed. The chase wasn't fast or dramatic, but it didn't need to be. Millions tuned in live. Television networks interrupted regular programming. People watched from restaurants, bars, and even outdoor screens. Cars pulled over on freeways just to get a glimpse of the Bronco passing by. Inside the vehicle, O.J. reportedly held a gun to his head, threatening suicide. The chase ended at O.J.'s home, where he finally surrendered. This surreal moment marked the beginning of what the media soon called the trial of the century. The trial. The trial began in 1995 and lasted almost 9 months. Courtroom seats were reserved for journalists, celebrities, and legal experts. Every argument, every objection, every twist became breaking news. Key elements of the trial included DNA evidence linking O.J. to the crime scene gloves, blood samples and footprints presented by forensic experts, testimonies about domestic disputes between O.J. and Nicole, questions about police conduct, mishandling of evidence, and potential bias, the role of O.J.'s fame and how it influenced public opinion. But perhaps the most talked about part of the trial was the defense team, nicknamed the Dream Team. Led by Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, F. Lee Bailey, and others, this team crafted a defense strategy that focused on discrediting the police, questioning the integrity of evidence, using OJ's celebrity status to influence the narrative, highlighting racial tensions within the LAPD. Their most famous line, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit," became part of American pop culture. The trial wasn't just a legal battle, it became a commentary on race, fame, media, and the justice system. Millions worldwide watched daily updates like it was a TV show. The verdict. After months of testimony, arguments, and dramatic courtroom moments, the jury finally delivered a decision. O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murder charges. The announcement created an immediate, intense reaction across the country. Some people celebrated, feeling justice had been served. Others were stunned, outraged, and convinced the system had failed. The verdict became a symbol of how divided America was, especially regarding race, policing, and fairness in the justice system. Many analysts still call it one of the most emotional and controversial verdicts in American legal history. But even with the acquittal, the story wasn't over. The OJ's public fascination only grew stronger. Civil trial and later life. Although OJ was found not guilty in criminal court, the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman pursued justice through a civil trial. In 1997, a civil jury found OJ liable for the wrongful deaths and ordered him to pay millions in damages. While this verdict couldn't send him to prison, it was a legal acknowledgement of responsibility. Years later, OJ faced new legal problems. He was involved in a robbery case in Las Vegas and served prison time for charges unrelated to the 1994 murders. Despite his other legal issues, the 1994 case remained the most defining chapter of his life, overshadowing his sports legacy, acting career, and public persona forever. Legacy of the case. The O.J. Simpson case didn't just change one man's life, it reshaped American culture and media. It highlighted how celebrity status can influence legal proceedings, the power of media to shape public perception, the growing impact of forensic science, especially DNA racial tension within the justice system, the public's fascination with high-profile scandals. Documentaries, series, books, and interviews continue to revisit the case even decades later. New generations discover the trial and analyze the evidence, the strategies, and the cultural impact. The O.J. Simpson case remains a symbol, representing controversy, debate, and a nation divided over justice. O.J. Simpson's case is more than a trial. It's a story of fame, power, and controversy, a story that shows how one shocking crime can captivate the entire world. If you found this story fascinating or want to explore more infamous cases, subscribe and turn on notifications. We dig deep into the stories that shock the world, uncovering details you may never have known. Stay with us because the next story could completely change your perspective on true crime.